Hello, my YouTube and TikTok friends. How is it going? We are continuing Baptized by Daughtry with Nut. I would think this one is the hit, the big hit off of the album. You're more than welcome to correct me or debate me in the comments as long as we keep it friendly. Um, Waiting for Superman. Now, I want to dedicate this one to my pops, my dad, my own freaking Superman. I mean, every time I turn around, he's right there. He's always there for when I need him. Um, just when I think I'm about to collapse, like anxiety, depression, whatever, somehow he manages to make me feel better in some kind of way. And it could be just the little things. It could be just a hug or it's gonna be okay. Or he has his own way of like distracting me from my problems. He has this philosophy of, well, if I make you mad at me, then you won't be thinking about your problem. Whatever the case may be. And slowly we are teaching each other, mostly I'm teaching him, that sometimes I just need a listening ear. Like, you know, any woman out there can agree to this. Sometimes we just run our mouths and just vent for like an hour, and the man's like, "What in the hell did I just hear you say for the last hour?" But he's always been there. I mean, even in my teenage years when I didn't want him to be, for reasons, I'm not even going to go into that. He was always there. One good example of how he was there is after I tore my patella ligament playing Call of Duty. Okay, I didn't really tear it playing Call of Duty, but I was taking myself to the restroom because I could crawl a little. Um, and basically, when I was crawling, I snapped it. And a couple days later, I asked to go to the hospital, and doctor said, "You were 2 days from losing your leg. Do you want us to save it?" You can imagine the look on my face when I was asked that dumb question. I was like, "Yes, what are we standing here for?" "Okay, what is the rest of you standing here for? I can't stand in general." Um, and the reason why I say he was there, I was scared out of my mind. After the surgery, I was hurting like hell, to say the least. Um, and he just busted into the recovery room. And this is kind of towards the end of COVID, but we were still dealing with COVID. He was like, I'm coming to get my daughter. And he was there. He comforted me. He was trying to calm me down because they couldn't, my blood pressure was so high, they couldn't give me any pain meds until I calmed down. And he was, I was there, I want to say for like almost a week, but he stayed with me like 4 nights straight, and then he confessed he had to leave because he wanted to get the house set up for when I came home, for when I got discharged. So there was a couple nights where I was on my own, but I have to give props to my nurses that was there, the people taking care of me while I was there. I truly appreciate all the nurses out there. Thank you guys so much. And what's funny is my dad, while I was passed out, pain meds make you pass out. While I was passed out, he was calling anybody he could think of to get me a hospital bed while I was recovering. And I kid you not, he had already raised his bed in his bedroom in case he couldn't get the hospital bed. That way I could lay in his bed, help me go to the restroom, doing everything that he had to do while I was bedridden. But I kid you not, the day he raised his bed, right as I was coming home, the medical place I used sent a hospital bed. Talk about perfect timing. So I just want to give mad props to the nurses and Dr. Granger who fixed my leg. But I want to give a special mad props to my Superman, my dad, my Mr. Fluffy. I appreciate you for what you've done for me from 1996 onward. I appreciate it. So, Daddy, this one is dedicated to you. This is Waiting for Superman from Baptized. So, here we go. Lord help me remember this one. Waiting, the taxi driver pulls away. She's been locked up inside her apartment 100 days. She says, yeah, he's still coming, just a little bit late. He got stuck at the laundromat watching his cape. She's just watching the clouds roll by as they spell her name like Lois Lane, and she smiles. Oh, the way she smiles. She's talking to angels, she's counting the stars, making a wish on a passing car. She's dancing with strangers, falling apart, waiting for Superman to pick her up in his arms, yeah. Waiting for Superman. Yes, I know I screwed that up a little. Oh well. She's waiting for Superman. She's out on the corner trying to catch a glimpse. Nothing's making sense. She's been chasing an answer, a sign lost in the abyss, this metropolis. And she says, yeah, he's still coming, just a little bit late. He got stuck at the five and dime, and even the day. She says, if life was a movie, it wouldn't end like this. Left without a kiss, still she smiles. Oh, the way she smiles. Yeah, she's talking to angels, counting the stars, making a wish on a passing car. She's dancing with strangers, she's falling apart, waiting for Superman to pick her up in his arms. Yeah, in his arms, yeah. She's waiting for Superman to lift her up and take her anywhere, show her love and climbing through the air, save her now before it's too late tonight. Oh, like the speed of light. And she smiles. She's talking to angels, she's counting the stars, making a wish on a passing car. She's dancing with strangers, she's falling apart, waiting for Superman to pick her up in his arms, yeah, in his arms, yeah. She's waiting for Superman to lift her up and take her anywhere, show her love and climbing through the air, save her now before it's too late tonight. She's waiting for Superman. Here's the thing about that. I don't have to wait for my Superman. He's always right there in that living room. Or in his bedroom sleeping, you know. I swear he's like a giant bear. Like hibernation. I swear that man does not get up until like 3, 4 o'clock unless he has like an obligation. But I guess he deserves it. I pick on him, but this is coming from a person that sleeps until like 12, 1 o'clock. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. But truly, when it said to lift her up, no, 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 no. Yeah, in his waiting for Superman to pick her up in his arms. Yeah, in his arms. Yeah, waiting for Superman. He's always picked me up. When I want to fall down and I want to quit, please. That is not that is not an option for me at all. He's already threatened me. To those of you that know my dad, you already know how this goes. But any time that I've wanted to quit, especially during the patella ligament repair slash rehab, anytime I've wanted to quit, he's already threatened me, Medea style. Do you guys watch? Have you guys ever watched Medea's Witness Protection? By the way, that is a wonderful movie. And basically, the little synopsis I'm going to give you is basically a family gets involved in a Ponzi scheme unintentionally, and so the main guy, played by Eugene Levy, basically has to go into a safe house until they can solve the case and figure out who's screwing him over, basically. Um, and poor Brian, who is a federal prosecutor, convinces his aunt, aka Medea, to house said family for $4,000 a month. A family of, oh Lord, I think it's four. No, five. Five. I forgot the grandma. My bad. And the character that Eugene Levy plays, I can't remember his name right now. Why the fuck can I remember his name right now? His character's name. He basically says that there's no reason for me to get out this bed. I don't want to get up. I don't want to get up. And Medea's like, oh, you need a reason to get up. He's like, yeah. Oh, you need a reason? Lifts up the cover. You better get your ass out this bed. My dad is threatened to do that to me. And if that didn't work, there's another scene in the same fucking movie where the teenage daughter is being disrespectful to Medea, telling her to go away. Oh Lord, she leaves the room for like 5 seconds. She comes with a big ass bucket full of cold water, splashes it on the little girl, and tells that little girl, this is my house. You will follow my rules when you're in my house. And she just goes on a whole fucking tangent. It's hilarious. My dad has threatened to make me get up out of my damn bed, Medea style, so I always manage to get up. So in a weird way, my weird Superman always manages to help me get up. So this one was for you, Daddy. I love you. Alright, guys, I gotta go. I gotta move on to the next song. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time. Bye, guys.